Hey guys, this is day 30 of a 100-day monk mode challenge, and today I want to talk about time management and all the tricks and mindset techniques that I use to keep myself organized and keep my team organized or keep projects organized. I'm not saying that I'm perfect at that. We do have a lot of flaws, we do have a lot of problems, but let's see what we are trying to do and what we see is working over years. I hope that helps you as a founder, and let's dive in these 6 hacks. Hack number 1 is monk mode rules. From time to time, I do assign a period of time for working on a specific task. I set a goal and I am working and I'm focusing really deep on the task. Right now, I'm doing this 100-day monk mode challenge. It's not normal lifestyle. It's not okay for you to do sport every day, not to communicate with people outside a lot, not to go out a lot, right? It's not like regular thing. You can do that for 1 month, minimum 30 days or something that you would have a result from it. And maximum that would be around 3 months, or like I do 100 days, because you start to feel social and you detach from people and you're losing connections. And for business, personal connections, communications are really important. And even personally, you're gonna go start getting mad, discouraged, not motivated, because you will not see the result, right? When you start doing something, you start eating healthy or doing something, and you're saying to yourself, I'm gonna eat healthy for the rest of my life. It's so overwhelming. It's a lot of pressure for a start. So instead, you can say, I'm gonna eat healthy for 10 days, and then okay, and not have the rules, have the boundaries, but not restrict yourself too much, so that you would go out and eat a lot of burgers. Same with monk mode. Some people say it's not healthy, but I like the periods when I am a bit more loose, when I have the time to go out and stuff, and when I'm really focused on the task. For me, I feel comfortable when I know that for another month I do not have to go out to do stuff, because I feel free. I'm not anticipating the party. I'm not anticipating something weird. I'm anticipating business stuff. I'm really excited about that. So it's a beautiful period. Yeah, this experience with monk mode. The rules can be different. I'm going to tell you my rules soon, but initially you can have just 3 core rules for you, like no dopamine, that's a standard one, not to drink alcohol, cigarettes, to do drugs, scroll on the phone, social media, all this stuff. Maybe sometimes even listening to music. It can be hardcore, it can be easier. And then 2 more rules, like doing sport for 30 minutes a day, meditating for 10 minutes a day. You can replace some of these rules. Maybe you can, so there is one option of rules that I told you. I heard about a different one, having 3 wins in a day. So doing something in these 3 rules for a spiritual win, for physical win, and for mental win, meaning learning something, doing sport, and praying or something like that. So minimum you can have 3 rules that are non-negotiables, and then 3 rules that you can add on top of that. And the rules that I have, 4 rules for my physique and the personal stuff. So it's no dopamine, all kinds of it, no music. I do have exceptions in rules. I can listen to music when I go for a run. I can listen to educational podcasts, but not films, not series. I broke that rule. I went back on the track. Rule number 2, 30 minutes of sport. Rule number 3 is 10 minutes of meditation. Rule number 4 is 6 hours of sleep and organic food. 6 hours, it's minimum to stay alive, to stay functional. I tried not sleeping a night, or sleeping for 4 hours and staying too productive. It's not okay, because then productivity drops for the whole day. And 2 rules for the work, for the agency. It's 3 blocks, 4 hour long each, and 1 block of money making moves, meaning strategic decisions, because I'm a founder. I should be thinking about lead generation, about sales, about partnership programs, about SOPs, all of these things that are strategic. So these rules from monk mode are keeping me in place. They give me the structure of a day. I know that there is minimum amount of things I should do in a day, so I'm not too lazy. but they give me the freedom to work as much as I can and do the stuff that I need to do on a daily basis. Hack number 2. Hack number 1 was monk mode rules, right? Or monk mode in general. Hack number 2. Have a plan in general, like plan. If you have a plan for a day, your day goes better. If you have a plan for a project goes better. And planning should be continuous. By that I mean not overwhelming yourself with a plan for a year ahead. Because you do not know what's going to happen in a year. You do not know whether your goals would be applicable anymore, whether they'd be relevant, whether you'd want that goal, or whether that would be possible. So planning, I'm telling all this example from different people that I follow, from different books, etc. And this one is taken from Leila Rasamuzi video when she was talking, I do not remember exactly, but she was telling an example of NVIDIA and their continuous planning. Like, they do not have yearly plans, they are planning for a quarter top, just because 3 months you can imagine, like year you cannot imagine that. Do continuous planning. By that I mean have a specific period of time within which you will do like stuff according to the plan, analyze then, and do that again. I do analysis of our progress every Saturday, and I write a plan for the week of that day specifically. There are people who do not have a plan for their day, and I'm like, how can they exist? Because when you are carrying everything in your head, it's like, it's impossible. People's calendar schedules are not that overwhelming, but still, if you carry that all in your head, you're taking up so much space. It's I guess scene from Sherlock Holmes where he says that he does not clutter his attic with useless stuff that he doesn't need from chemistry or from other stuff. And here, like, you do not need information and dates in your head, so you can free your space up in the head and go for the calendar. I don't know how some people still do not use the calendar and do not live their life by that. I planned my whole life in a Google Calendar. I used to do like planners like this or stuff, but it's not functional. It's hard to edit. You have to write stuff, so it's always digital ones that are united across laptops, phones, etc. And sometimes I'm telling have a plan, right? And by that I mean having a work plan and personal plan, and maybe have them combined, which is also useful. So I'm saying like have a plan, and everybody's like, oh, that's obvious. But wait, I see a lot of people who have their work plan, like from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. or something. And then for their free time, they don't have a plan because they like working. But if you are a founder, your whole life is your whole plan. You should be planning everything. And if you want to be organized project manager or entrepreneur or anything, if you want to be organized person, you should be planning your free time as well. Not up to the minute. It can be blocks of time. Like I found that over planning too much, like every 20 minutes, every 5 minutes, is really hard. And for that, if you have a system, that's awesome. If you not, like have a list of things that you can do and assign blocks of time. Like this is block for maker time where I do the calls. These are 4 hours, and here are all the calls, all the texting, all the communication I have to do. And here is the maker time for design, and here are all the 20 design tasks that I have to do, and put them in priority. But like, stay flexible, but do have a plan, do have restrictions. Hack number 3, night alarm clock. So waking up on time is valuable, even if you have like calls. I'm not saying everybody should wake up early, no, but in order to set your routine correctly, we always have alarm for just waking up. Maybe you can have this alarm, but also have alarm for night, for going to bed. That's what would keep your circles, I forgot, circadian rhythms, no, I forgot how it's called, but your rhythm and your regime in place. I often forget when I have to go to bed, like it's 9 p.m. and I'm in the middle of work, in the middle of editing the video, in the middle of a run, conversation, like stuff, and it's hard to track the time. So like have alarm, and that would be not maybe strict alarm, like you're in the middle of editing the video and like you have to go to bed right away. No, you can like from this time on, I have to like start finishing my tasks. I have 15 minutes for finishing my task, then like taking care of your routine and like night routine, and go to bed like approximately to have the time. It's really genius. I tried that yesterday, it worked. Hack number 4, define your peak productivity window. It maximizes your time. So peak productivity window, everybody has this window when they have the most energy. They want to do the work the most. For somebody, it's evening, it's midday, it's morning, at night, whatever. Like, really do not care. Whatever works for you, but have that window, and have that window secure from other things, and do the priority, the most important tasks that you have to do in a day. Like, have just one important task that you should have just one important task you should do in a day, and that's it. And that's your, like, perform that in your peak productivity window, and you're golden. For me, that's early morning. I figured that out today. I again, like, woke up later at something like 8 a.m. or something, and we had electricity got, and I was so disappointed by the fact that I did not got to work early in the morning, because here I have to do the calls and I do not have, like, electricity, and it's like all a mess up, and I'm like, okay, so I can write a content and I can record content without the electricity, with the, like, natural light, and I'm trying to adjust all my schedule, and it's so disappointing that I didn't got to work in my peak performing window. Not because only I have, for me it's peak performing, not because only I have a lot of energy, because nobody distracts me early in the morning. Really, nobody texts me, nobody is up, nobody's awake, like, it's just quiet, it's just like birds fading out somewhere, it's half dark, perfect. Hack number 5. It's about manager tasks. Sometimes, that's personal experience, I have to make a call, I have to make a conversation, I have to text somebody, and this task is connected to emotion. So you are scared of doing that, because that's, like, important person who you would have to talk to, and you are afraid that you might not lead a conversation well, or you have to text the client who's not hasn't, like, paid for long, and it's sensitive issue, because, like, you need the money and they're not paying and they have their problems. It's often the case with me, like, really, it's such a pain in the ass. I want to get rid of this stuff, but we have to do the task. And I always connect this with emotions. I'm like, I'm uncomfortable texting people and, like, requiring the money, like a collector or somebody. Or it can be unpleasant to talk to the person. Whatever is connected to emotions, I use the hack. So with Telegram, you can schedule messages. So I would text and write a message, and I would schedule that for an hour ahead or something. So when I'm exactly sitting at the laptop, nothing is getting sent out. But when I go out and I do not see when it's going to happen, I don't know, I'm going to be doing some different task. The message is going to be sent, and it's as if not me. It's as if somebody else sent the message. So it's easier for me, but I would just do this task right away, not to postpone that, because it's really dangerous to postpone. It's not a huge task. Really do that right away here. Another trick that I use when I want to have a hard conversation and I do not know how to say that, how to delay the call, a lot of uncomfortable things can happen. I would ask ChatGPT to write me the message. Obviously, I'm gonna correct that, or I'm gonna make it humane, and I'm gonna, like, say what to write. But when ChatGPT writes the message, it's gonna be, like, not offensive. It's gonna be polite. It's gonna be, like, perfect. And when you're sending it out, you feel like that was somebody else who wrote the message. It's like, that's not my message. That's not me delaying. That's ChatGPT delaying. Now, cool. It's a weird psychological game, but I do that. So it helps me to deal with these management tasks far quicker. And hack number 6, street methods that are productivity methods. The first one, you heard of that a million times, Pomodoro method. But it works. If I say, like, really what is hard for me to do for our working block, it's so overwhelming. Sometimes I can change working spaces, like working at the coffee and at home and then outside is helping me to be productive for, like, 4 hours and 4 hours and 4 hours. That's a lot. It's more interactive, changing rooms, changing places, changing people who you're still working with. But apart from that, like, there is Pomodoro. Everybody heard about that. It's far less pressure to work for 25 minutes and rest for 5 minutes than to say that I'm going to work for 4 hours. it sounds as if you're going to kill yourself. Hack, like, inside of this hack 6 with methods, like it was Pomodoro. The second one is 5-minute rule. Do the task for 5 minutes and see if you have progress with that, and if you want to continue. If not, at the end of 5 minutes you can just stop doing that and go back to this task like later in the day, 4 hours later, like in another half of a day or on a different day. And most likely you're gonna have some progress at starting from 5 minutes. Let's say you're gonna make a research for your video, for content, or for a new client, and in 5 videos you will evoke the interest towards project, and you will not finish anything. So you're gonna like take 10 more minutes and then like a little bit more minutes, so you can might as well do the minimum viable amount of work. And small hack 3 within this method is 3 to 1 method. Is like your alarm goes up, you count 3 to 1, and you do the thing. It does several things. I wrote it down. So it changes your focus point from over exaggerating the fact that you do not want to do these tasks. It does not allow you to hesitate. The initial friction point is the hardest part, and it really, like, if you're at the gym and you want to do, like, you have to do another set. You did like 2 and you have to be the third, and sometimes I'm already tired. I'm like, oh my god, I'm sleepy. I just want to finish with 2. If 2 is enough, 2 is just training, like I did my part. But so I would count 3 to 1 and I would pick up the dumbbells and I would start doing stuff. And I'm like, okay, right now I'm in the middle of the set, so I might as well finish the set, and that's not that hard. Some things seem a bit scarier and harder than they are. And these are all the methods. Okay, let me summarize the methods for you. All the methods that I wanted to share with you. Try out monk mode experiments, or have productivity sessions sets periods for months or something. I'm really bad at this. Hack number 2, have a plan, like continuous plan for a day, for a week, for a project. Hack 3, set not only morning alarm clock, but night alarm clock. Hack 4, define your peak productivity window and work at that window. Hack 5, try ways to detach emotion from management tasks that are small and can be done like in batch, 1 by 1, really fast. And hack 6, 3 methods: Pomodoro, 5-minute rule, and 3 to 1 countdown. These are all the methods that I wrote down that I'm using myself. And thank you for watching the video.